Yo, welcome back to the Nerds with Glasses podcast. I am your host, Knowledge.
And I'm Javi. What's up, Mike?
What's up, man? EVO. This
EVO.
weekend.
You know what? I'm so mad. I had work. I had all these things.
Yeah,
I
really
wasn't
busy.
able to watch. I wasn't able to watch the World Cup. I wasn't able to watch anything. But, you know, I'm catching up. I've been watching it.
Germany.
Germany.
Germany
won. That was crazy.
beat Argentina. That was funny.
That was a close game.
Yeah, it was. It was
Completely different from what I've been watching from EVO.
yeah. Well, EVO's been blowout after blowout.
So far, the ones I've seen, I've watched some of the grand finals. I always go back and watch everything.
Yeah.
But I always watch the grand finals first because I'm like, I already want to know who wins.
Yeah.
I was watching Injustice. I don't know if you caught that, but oh my God, this Batgirl was destroying this guy. And I mean, it wasn't like this guy was, had an edge over this guy. He lost to this guy before.
Yeah.
He was sending to losers, so he had to come back and win 6 games.
Yeah.
He won all 6 games in a row.
That's crazy, man. That's like, when you were telling me that, I was like, dude, there has to be a story behind this. Because you were telling me this. So basically, the guy beat the other guy, and he sent him into losers bracket. Right. So this certain guy was in the finals, and then this other guy had to go through the losers bracket.
Sonic Fox.
Yeah, and he had to fucking come back. So he now, instead of having to win just 3 games, he has to win 6.
Yeah, he has to reset the bracket. So the other player, I think his name was Pig in a Hut, something like that. He only had to win 3 games.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's 3 games to 6, so I mean, it's doable. But the reset happened so fast. Every single game was, I think, only 2 of the games he even got a good hit off. It seemed like, and then every game was almost. The guy still had a second life bar, which, if you don't know, in Justice, there's 2 life bars in the same match. So you have to take away both of your opponent's life bars to win. Yeah. Unfortunately, this opponent Pig wasn't even able to get to the second life bar.
Dude, no, I'm telling you, there's some story behind it where the first guy, Pig in the Hut, right? He's the one who won. He's the one who won in winners.
Yes, he was.
So he beat Sonic Fox. And he must have told him, "You can't beat me. You cannot beat me."
And then Sonic Fox.
Sonic Fox is like
all distraught.
Yeah.
But he's like that moment, like, I'm gonna win.
Yeah. No, but he must have told him, he's just like, pick that bitch again. Keep picking, or whoever he picks.
Yeah,
so he's just like, keep picking her and see what motherfucking happens.
Yeah, Pig was stuck on Zod. I mean, I heard he's a character specialist. That's the character he uses.
Yeah.
Both of them are, apparently. But if I was him, the way I was getting beat, even though I'm not a fighting game guy, I don't play, I'm not good at them, I still, in my head, I would be like, I would choose anyone else just to mix it up, just to see if I can get anything off, because it obviously was not working with this character I'm using.
I don't know, I think if it were me, I would also change characters because you're just getting your ass whooped at that point. But at the same time, it's one of those. And that's the problem with being a character specialist because if you're just specializing in one character, everybody knows you. Do. So like the moment you change, it's almost like you lost already.
Yeah, but I mean, he does have other characters he uses, obviously not to the extent of this one character. So that is true. But it's just like, dude, like. You have 6 games before you lose it all. Try something in between, like, if you're 3-0, go into the 4th game, just try someone else. I mean, you're not really helping yourself too much. Though he did almost bring it back the last couple, like the last two matches, but still, it was like, dude, he has too much momentum. Yeah. I mean, this guy, Pig was, before the match ended, he was already clicking the start to go to the next match. He's like, you could feel that he was trying to shake it off, but he never got the chance. Yeah. But EVO, I mean, so far it's been a blowout. It's all the matches have been pretty much one-sided, I would say. Most winners, most of the winners. This one was crazy. Yeah. But I mean, I'm waiting to watch all of the Street Fighter because that bracket seemed crazy. All the big people, all the people that you like, when you make your fantasy brackets, you're like, these people are in like automatic. None of them were there.
the dawn of a new age.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, some of the it was just wow. And then of course Melee, the 5 gods of Smash, were the top 5. That I don't see that changing. Last EVO, Wobbles made it in there, but this EVO, all 5 of the top players in the world made it to the top 5. So we're good. So that was pretty. I mean, I always enjoy watching Smash. So even though it was one-sided, it was still fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean that game too. I can't like those people are just the best.
Yeah, exactly.
We're getting like, and the game's been out so long where it comes to a point where it's almost impossible to catch up.
It's almost impossible to catch.
Yeah,
break
like,
that slot.
Yeah, you can't. No way you can play as much as they did and all the time they put in.
Some of these players, though, I mean, some of them you can tell they don't play to win. They just play to have like all the Falcons out there. I love Falcon. Those are like they're so electrifying. Yeah. I mean, not just because of their knee that electrifies you, but they're just the most electrifying characters to see. You know, you have characters like players like West Balls, who's one of my favorite Falcos. Yeah. He's really good. So I mean, it's always fun to watch that. So I'm looking forward to watching the entire thing all over again.
So yeah, make sure you check out EVO because it's some exciting gameplay. Even if they're blowouts, they're cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to see I mean, even during a blowout, it's just how badly this person was beat was awesome to see sometimes.
or just to see their facial expressions after they get devastated.
They just stay there, you know.
Yeah, they're just holding the controller as the janitor cleans up around them. Like, get out, dude. It's over. Yeah, but so here at Nerds with Glasses podcast, we always bring our favorite stories of the week. And this week, the one that caught my eye was the Neversoft story. Mm-hmm. So if you guys didn't know, Neversoft is... I don't know, like, I don't even know what I would say about Neversoft as far as, like, in the pantheon of developers. But it's an important developer. It made Tony Hawk, which... the thing is, I don't know how much the new generation knows, but, like, Tony Hawk, for, like, a period of 2 or 3 years, was the game. Fine. Like, it wasn't only, like, the best skating game. It wasn't only...
It was one of the only good skating games out.
Yeah, it was, but I mean, like, it wasn't only like the best skating game. It was skating game. It was just like one of the best games. Period. When Tony Hawk like 2 through 4, Underground Part 1 was awesome. A lot of people like that one too, and really good. Neversoft made all these games, but of course, Activision, its publisher, forced them to release a game every year. So after
we get a bunch of Tony Hawks, we get a bunch of Guitar Heroes. We get so many Guitar Heroes.
So after they beat Tony Hawk into the ground, or nobody else wanted to buy him anymore, Neversoft took over for production of Guitar Hero because the original makers of Guitar Hero had beef with Activision, like always. So then they left and they created this other beautiful game called Rock Band. So the original makers of Guitar Hero went on to make Rock Band, so the Guitar Hero brand was just left there.
Yeah.
So Neversoft took that over, and then starting from Guitar Hero 3, which a lot of people actually consider their favorite.
It's fun. They're all fun to. I mean, the first 3, for example, are definitely fun. The other ones, I mean, it's just fun to get new songs because the other ones really didn't have like. I think 3 was the first, like one of the ones that had DLC. If I'm not mistaken, I don't remember because I don't remember getting DLC from it. It was PlayStation.
Well, the thing that made 3 unique is that it had some of the most difficult songs, and it actually had like boss battles.
Oh,
it had like Slash and and Tom Morello. Yeah, like and it had like like 1v1 function.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of like they're like ones where it's basically one band or whatever. I was just okay, I'm not gonna buy that, even though I like the bands. I'm just like, I'd rather get a bunch of different songs.
Unless you're like a big Metallica fan or something like that. I mean, I can understand that.
I mean, I'm not saying don't buy it. It's just like, nah, I want a bigger, more package.
Well, anyways, Neversoft. See, we didn't even say what the fuck the story is. We always just kept talking about Neversoft. Neversoft has folded and merged into Infinity Ward. So Neversoft, as it used to be, doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, the logo's gone. That eye will never be.
Yeah, it's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. It's part of Infinity Ward now, which I guess a lot of people saw coming anyway because Neversoft developed Extinction
mode. Yeah, they help with the development. So
yeah. So it makes sense that they're gonna go into Infinity War, and maybe that's gonna be like, maybe they want to make Extinction as good as Zombies is, you know. So it's just, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But it's just sad because it's like in 2003 or 2004, at the height of Tony Hawk, like you could have bet money that Neversoft would have been such a successful company.
Yeah, I was a big fan of their Spider-Man game.
Yeah,
that game was fun. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, they haven't really had anything of their own substance, like, you know, something strong
since Tony Hawk.
Yeah, since Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk, nothing. I mean, they made Gun.
Gun. I like that game.
It was decent.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It wasn't the best game of all time, but you know, it was enjoyable.
Yeah, and like we said, Guitar Hero they did it, but it wasn't theirs. I mean, like, it was they
had everything there for them.
Yeah, they had everything there for them.
Not to knock them, but still, it's...
Yeah, because we see that happen a lot now, but it's still just like
Treyarch.
Treyarch, and even though I love Treyarch,
right? They're taking someone else's thing and trying to make it their own.
Yeah, they took Infinity War's original engine, you know, and they just kept working off of that. But you know, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Neversoft.
Yes. So I found something. I mean, we've heard about it, and we even talked about it a long time ago. Movies or games that we would like to see into movies.
Yeah.
This is not kind of what I expected though, because I want more. I kind of do want live action movies, even though they usually suck.
Yeah.
But you know, they're releasing the Heavenly Sword. And from what it looks like, it looks pretty much the game into a movie. Which, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that, because, you know...
I remember we saw a trailer, but it was... Oh, I guess it must have released a new trailer now, because the one I saw before seemed like somebody just did the
They took our game movie.
Yeah, like they took our game movie and just cut it up to a trailer or something like that.
I mean, they used I think that's almost the same exact animations. Of course, some stuff is different, but it's just... Yeah. It doesn't seem as different as I thought. As I wanted it to be.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind an animation movie, and like we said, we talked about this before. I think an animation movie can do really well, and I really think that they really undercut, they underestimate what an animation movie can make.
Yeah, like all these animation movies go straight to DVD. Yeah, I would love for a theatrical release of a lot of these movies, but the companies, I guess, maybe don't, unless they're like, you know, part of DreamWorks or Pixar. They're not going to put much money into it for a theatrical release, which I understand. At the same time, they don't want to risk the money, but it would be nice. Like, I
think that's a new frontier that they can explore. But anyways, like, this Heavenly Sword thing just doesn't look, to me, it doesn't look like good. I mean, like like you said, it looks kind of like it's ripped out of just the game, like. Which the animations were good, but it's already been like 7 years since the game came out. Like, they should have improved on it a lot.
Right, and it seems, you know, pretty much a somewhat same story, some different stuff. Yeah. So I mean, I guess I don't know what else they could have done really, but I was just hoping for more. And I mean, hopefully this. I mean, if this does well, more stuff will start coming out. Yeah. But like, I don't know if this is gonna be a good hit.
Dude, fully animated Halo movie, fully animated.
Yeah, so many of these. Yeah, just take it. Even if you take it straight from the game, just the story straight from the game. Like.
Final Fantasy, come on, like it's hard. Actually, Final Fantasy graphics already look like a movie.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of them.
Like with the cutscenes.
Yeah, wow, yeah,
they do. So I mean, come on, if they did a Final Fantasy 15. Like movie or something like that. Like,
which the game, to be honest, looks like it's gonna be
does.
Like a movie. Like that. I mean, even though, like you said, the game's already. This one looks like it is a movie that you're controlling.
Exactly. Like, it looks fucking amazing. So I think it'd be. I don't know. They know best, I guess. Yeah. They know their fucking business. Like, who are we to tell them, like,
we don't have the money.
Make this fucking movie because it's going to make you a lot of money, and they know damn well people aren't going to show up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because maybe gamers are
numbers.
Yeah, maybe gamers are not the type of people who go out to watch movies as much as just like regular.
Yeah, which is kind of sad because I to myself, I would think I would go watch any of these games that get turned into movies, but at the same time, I'm like, would I spend the money? Is it worth it? Like,
But you know what? Too that's partly their fault though, because there's so many bad game movies that you don't want to.
Yeah, that's definitely in the back of everyone's head. Like, I don't think this movie's gonna be good.
All the Resident Evil sucked after part 1. Part 2 was whatever. After I haven't even watched part 10. I don't know what the fuck part they're on. They keep releasing them. I remember watching Doom in theaters.
Is that
with The Rock? Yeah,
oh, okay.
I actually watched it in theaters just because.
Why?
I know I wasn't even juiced or anything. I was just like, oh, whatever. It's the only movie they have, dude. All right, let's go, let's watch it. This movie fucking sucks. Like, good. And then
Street Fighter, all these movies.
Dude, terrible shit. Yeah, I guess it's partly their fault.
Yeah, so I mean, but hopefully, I really want them to start making more. Like these games already, like the Last of Us movie.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I always talk shit about Last of Us, but the story was amazing. I would love to see that as a movie. You know, have Troy Baker do the game.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like he could totally play the part.
Yeah, I don't know how many people have seen it, but the behind the scenes, the improv. I mean,
amazing.
Yeah,
that's actually on our channel. Yeah, we put that on our channel.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah.
I mean, just get some of these voice actors are already just good enough to be the character. You know? He could be a perfect Joel. He could be a perfect Booker DeWitt. I mean, some of this stuff is just like, oh, like in my head, I'm like, if I had the money,
if I had my own company.
Yeah, and then in the back of my head too, I'm like, damn, that company would probably like fail in 2 months.
Yeah,
it would just go completely under.
You just be throwing out, like you would get all these throwing out these ideas, and your people will look at you like, what?
Do you want to lose all your money?
Yeah,
no, it's a good idea. No, I mean, it sounds like a good idea, but on paper, like
you're like, okay, I want to release this encyclopedia with all Pokemon information. It would sell billions.
Can I I'm making a Pokédex. Why aren't you giving me money?
Yeah, like, is it
going to the bank?
I would bet, dude. I would buy a Pokédex.
That if you use the camera on anything that has a Pokemon on it, it will give you the information. Can I have money, please?
Yeah.
And they're just like looking at me like, what? No.
And then you get kicked out of the meeting.
Yes, and then I can imagine just walking in, you know, all proud, my poster set up.
Yeah. You have graphs and shit going up, showing you.
Don't even mean anything.
This is your money now, and then the graph goes up. This is your money after the Pokédex idea is done.
Pokemon Snap on Wii U. Let's get it out already.
I got ideas, man. I don't have anybody who hear them out.
Yeah.
No, but with these movies, interestingly enough, this week too, I was reading because Ubisoft has a whole marketing plan. They're making a bunch of movies out of all their all their
I heard
stuff.
something about it.
Yeah, they were saying that expect our upcoming movies to be excellent because they have all the creative control.
Okay.
So they're basically because they're gonna do an Assassin's Creed movie, and they're gonna do.
Okay. Actually, I had heard something about. I mean, I think it was just rumors, but I remember there was like a picture of Michael Fassbender in his, you know, like the white hoodie.
That'd be fucking awesome. Yeah. Michael Fassbender is awesome. Yeah, he'd be a great assassin.
I mean, well, he would probably play Desmond, but if they are doing it, he would probably still play the assassin.
Yeah, I would imagine they would put him as Desmond and Altair if they do that for. I guess maybe they do Ezio because
they're the same.
Yeah,
so they don't have to pay so much.
Yeah,
they don't have to pay for.
But it would make sense because it's his descendant, you know, whatever. But yeah, they actually said that because they still have so much creative control that they're gonna make sure that the movies are.
I wonder if maybe that's a problem, I guess, with all these other game movies.
Yeah,
maybe the director and the company, because you know they don't have. Not that they don't have any control, but they don't have the complete control that they want to make sure it's shown in the right light. Because like a lot of people might compare video games and movies to be like similar genres, but no, they're completely different.
Completely.
Like a video game director is a completely like I mean, it's kind of like weird because like I would love to see Kevin Levine make a movie, but at the same time, I don't know if I would watch it. I mean, I love his games, but
it'd probably be a jumbled mess.
Yeah,
like, it probably really would be.
I mean, who knows? And I know he is doing something. I haven't caught up on it, but I hope it's good. I hope.
I mean, how many examples are there where there's people who are really good at one thing and they're not really that good at other stuff, you know? Like, Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player.
One of the greatest athletes.
Yeah, he's the worst owner and GM of all time. You know what I mean? Like, obviously there's examples where people could do multiple things, but like there's always
select few.
Yeah, it's not easy. Like, just what makes you great at one thing is that you dedicated probably so much time of your life to, you know, like you put so much effort into it. But yeah, this thing with Ubisoft, I think is cool because, and not only them, and also Sony. So like they both have marketing plans and future plans to make movies. Like Sony wants to already, The Last of Us. They want to make The Last of Us, Uncharted, and I forgot.
Uncharted, that'd be nice.
Yeah, so like these movies are in production, and the thing is, I think that's the way it's gonna work, where the overall company has control instead of, so I think what happened before, like, let's say Doom or whatever, you know, let's say Doom, they made a movie,
someone came up with a script, they asked the company and the company bought the licensing.
Yeah, exactly. And so it wasn't like the makers
of Doom.
Yeah,
Doom.
Like,
we're gonna make a Doom movie and it's gonna be the craziest shit you've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way it can work, I think. So, you know, hopefully that's what we're going to see, because Assassin's Creed would be excellent.
Good question. If it isn't Nolan North as the voice, as Drake, I wouldn't watch it. Just saying that right now.
That voice
I can't hear, unless they get like, you know, something like where they dub the voice of Nolan North. I cannot watch. I would not be able to watch the movie.
So, and I don't think that would happen, because Nolan North is kind of looking older now.
Yeah, and unfortunately, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, to me in my head, I'm like, dude, I cannot hear anyone else's voice.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know, Nolan North does the voice for Drake from Uncharted and most famously for Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
So
he has a very nice, sarcastic, charismatic
voice. See exactly what you just said. That's exactly why they don't make the movie, because
they can't find,
because there's people like you and like me and like other fans who are so like, it has to, like,
I'm just messing around though. I will watch it even if they have, I mean, as long as it's a good actor, but it doesn't have to be the voice. But in my head, it's like, in my heart, it has to be.
But see, and that's the thing. I don't think you would like it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's because maybe, and it's
because
true,
these characters are their own thing. Like, I'm thinking of it. Could I watch like The Last of Us if Troy Baker's wasn't the voice?
Yeah.
Unless it's a voice exactly the same, it might be a little bit different. And
Ellen Page is ready to be cast for that shit.
She looks exactly
I find it funny that people were saying that, oh, it doesn't look like Ellen Page, because remember there was a controversy about that.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah. So what's that called? Ellen Page. If you guys don't know, is an actress, and she looks just like Ellie.
Do not know.
Yeah, she looks just like Ellie from fucking The Last of Us.
People see a resemblance. Yes.
Right, and then so she complained about it, not because she's a bitch, but because she's not a bitch. She's a really nice. And
it's kind of, I mean, I assumed it was because she had her other game.
Exactly, that's exactly why she complained about it, because she was just like, she at the same time she was working on Beyond Two Souls.
So it was gonna be like, oh, did you hear about the Ellen Page game? Oh, The Last of Us, No.
And so Naughty Dog after that changed some facial features on Ellie. Still looks like her. It sounds like her too. That's the crazy thing. It sounds just like her.
To be honest, personally, I didn't hear the voice that much.
Yeah.
But I think it was one of those things that because you see her looking like her, you kind of like, even though the voice isn't exactly like the same, you just hear it as Ellen Page.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I don't know. To me, she did sound like her though. But it might be for the same reason you're saying. You know. So, but I think gamers. Back to what we're talking about was. I think that gamers are so, like, if you get one thing wrong, they fucking flip the like, you know, if you were to do like a Zelda movie or something, and the tunic color was dark green instead of, you know, like it wasn't like the exact green. It was, like, gamers would just flip. Like, I don't think movie makers want to go through that shit.
That is true. That's why animated movies are probably the best mixture.
Yeah,
because I mean, it's easier to fix in general. You know, you don't have to worry about, oh, is this costume correct and whatnot.
Yeah,
it's all about the art. So I guess maybe they should just stick to animated movies, but good, you know, feature length.
Then again, here's a counter argument to my own argument. It's just like, so comic book movies have obviously succeeded. Now they're obviously like one of the cornerstones.
Yeah, and that's crazy too. Because comic book people are just as bad as
they're even worse than gamers.
These movies are doing well. Yeah. But I also think it's because you know in comic books you're like used to like these different variations of the same character.
Yeah.
So you don't imagine for example, if you like the Iron Man movie, but you found some stuff wrong with it. It wasn't wrong technically because it isn't the Iron Man you like. It isn't the comic you follow. It's its own separate entity.
Not in G1. Like it's G1, like or G3 generation, blah blah blah. Yeah. Like, but I think the cornerstone to that success is that the mass has accepted comic book movies,
and Marvel does an amazing job. And Marvel Studios has been doing so far an amazing job with all their movies.
Yeah, so they've been good.
DC, step it up.
Yeah. For real, yeah. Like,
DC has, to be honest, DC has the animated movie market. Their animated movies are all good.
Yeah, the Batman movies are really good.
Well, yeah, exactly. My favorite, Under the Red Hood.
Yeah.
They're all so good. I mean, Marvel. I mean, they're fun, but they're not the same.
Yeah.
But their live action movies that were just like, dude, they've been pushing like, dude, DC needs to step up their game. They need to get that Justice League movie out now.
Well, I think that's what the Batman versus Superman is gonna be. Probably because we already heard all the characters.
I just hope it isn't too rushed because it's just like
I don't know. I have no faith. Like to be honest.
If it was animated, I would watch it.
Like you know damn well we're all watching that shit 100%. Like we're all gonna watch it regardless of whether it's a good movie or not. And that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. It just like comic book movies have transcended just comic book people, so they can make those movies and because the comic book people are still douches.
Yeah,
just like
super nitpicky.
Yeah, just like how many times have you heard somebody just like, oh, that's not how it is in the comic books, and you like when you're not a fan of that comic book or something, you're just like, shut the fuck up, like get out of here and start like stop trying to. Or the same thing with people with books. It's just like with the Harry Potter books, and I understand it. Because I'm the same way. Like, for example, I love the Lightning Thief series. I read all of them. Right. You know, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. To me, the movies are terrible because I read the books.
Okay.
And so, like, when people tell me, like, oh, yeah, the movie was really good, and then I'll go off, like, on a 10-minute tangent on why it's not good, you know, and then I just stop myself, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, damn, bro, you sound like a douche. Shut the fuck up. Like, you know, like. And
that's one of the weird things for, like, I really love, like, I guess I'm not one of those people that does, I mean, I do it, like, for comic books, but, like, for example, for the Harry Potter, like, I read the books before I saw the movies, but I was never, like, was disappointed by the movies, to be honest. I was just like, yes. Especially, what was it, 3, when they introduced Sirius Black. I was like, oh, shit, he's so beast, and it was just like, but I do, that is true, like, you catch, like, everyone does it, I don't care who you are, you do it.
That's why it's almost sad. I've almost decided not to read these newer series books that can be fun to read, like Hunger Games. Like, I remember when everybody was reading Hunger Games before the movie came out, and people were like, "Bro, this is just a good book." Like, you should. Like, I'm just like, I don't even want to ruin the movie for myself because I know the movie's coming. Yeah, you know, and I consciously didn't read Harry Potter for that reason because I read the first book, and then after that, I was gonna keep reading it. The movie started coming out, and I was just like, I'll just watch the movies. And then I kept hearing people were just like, I can't even watch that garbage. Like, it's. They don't even have so and so character, you know, blah blah blah. I don't care, like, you know. But so I think video game movies would have to transcend video gamers in order for it to be successful.
Yeah, especially these characters that don't live outside of video games.
Yeah.
Like Nathan Drake. I mean, I don't know if he has his own bug. I don't know what it's based off.
Yeah.
I'm not, but it's not something huge like like Wolverine or Batman.
Yeah.
Those things are their own entity now.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, even video games have their own entities, but they're still just so focused on the video games, like Mario, Link. I don't know how they could make a movie and make everyone happy.
No, it would be. I wanted to do it now just so I can hear the people talk about Nathan. Dude, if it's not Nolan North, I'm not. Just for people who went and watched the movie and they're like, bro, it's a really good movie. Like, you should check it out.
No, just like Nolan North act. No.
He's like, no, in the game they went to whatever, and in the movie they went to Africa, and in the game they went, like they were in the Amazon. It makes no sense.
They're exactly 200 meters away from where they were in the game.
That would be fun. Yeah, and they would say shit like that. Like gamers would shit. We would say things like
wrong.
that.
It's a left turn, not a right.
Oh my god. We're bad, dude. Yeah. See, we hold ourselves back. We solved the problem, guys. This is it. We don't ever have to talk about this.
Up and we'll get these shit.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Shit. So we solved the movie issue. Thanks. You can send us thank you letters. It's fine. Like,
movie companies send us checks.
Yeah,
we just made you. Like $1 billion. Per day. So give us a little bit.
We have the $1 million ideas over here, and I'm
billion. We don't have that.
I don't even need the money. Just send me a thank you card. Just give me a fucking thank you card, you ungrateful bastard. Now, all right. Well, thanks for joining us in the Nerds with Glasses. Thank you for joining us in the Nerds with Glasses podcast. We are here every single motherfucking week. Please respond to us.
Please, we need the response. No, but
please type back to us. No, but yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll be here again next week talking about more gaming news. Of the most boring news in the world.
Yes.
Peace.
Later. Peace.